A month of project commissioning by the FCT Minister Nyesom Wike right here in Abuja in commemoration of the third year in office of President Bola Tinubu is well underway. And this week, we bring you 3 of the commissioned projects in Apo, Life Camp and Kuje areas of the nation's capital. For our interview this week, news broke that the Federal Ministry of Finance said it has approved payments to more than 1,240 contractors, providing immediate liquidity support to businesses across the country and reinforcing the federal government's commitment to meeting its financial obligations. As you know, we have been following the story of old Indigenous contractors. President of the Association of Indigenous Contractors of Nigeria helps us understand what has happened. This is Dateline Abuja. Hello and welcome to Dateline Abuja. I'm Kayla Megwa. Let's start with what the president has been up to all week. President Bola Tinubu established a task force on Ebola and approved 10 billion naira for emergency preparedness, received the president of Madagascar at the presidential villa, and swore in 2 newly appointed ministers as Minister of State for Foreign Affairs and Minister of Power. Here's more on our Abuja wrap.
President Bola Tinubu has issued a strong warning to bandits, kidnappers and sponsors of terror: surrender or face the full force of the Nigerian state. The president, who stated this during his Democracy Day broadcast, added that the windows of surrender will not remain open forever and that no mercy will be shown to those who trade in the blood of Nigerians. The president said the day is a time to pay tribute to patriots who endured persecution, imprisonment, exile, and even death so that future generations could enjoy democracy. The leadership of the City Boy movement has applauded the achievements recorded by the administration of President Bola Tinubu in areas of infrastructure and economic development. The group visited the presidential villa Abuja, where they were received by Vice President Kashim Shettima. Addressing members of the movement led by Sheyi Tinubu, Vice President Shettima says the programs and policies of the president are mostly in favor of Nigerian youths, whom he described as harbingers of progress essential for future development and reform.
There is nobody for the government more convincing than the solidarity of citizens who volunteer to stand for its success. That verdict actually grows more profound when the solidarity comes from the young, from active citizens who look beyond the theater of propaganda and beyond the easy temptations of despair, from the youth who constitute 75% of the Nigerian population. This is why the City Boy movement has become a force to be reckoned with in the democratic life of our nation.
President Bola Tinubu received the president of Madagascar, Colonel Michael Randrianirina, at the presidential villa, Abuja. Upon arrival, the president was led into President Tinubu's office for a private meeting.
The law and always in the interest of the sovereignty.
President Bola Tinubu has sworn in 2 newly appointed ministers, Mr. Shola Enikonlaye as Minister of State for Foreign Affairs and Mr. Joseph Tegba as Minister of Power. The swearing-in ceremony took place on Monday at the President's office in the State House, Abuja, with their spouses, the Governor of Kogi State, Ahmed Ododo, the Chief of Staff to the President, Femi Gbajabiamila, and other senior government officials present.
President Bola Tinubu has invested so much in the last 3 years in this sector. However, we are going to be commissioning projects and ensure that the vulnerables are covered, and also will make sure that whatever it requires, we make sure that Nigerians actually get the service they deserve in the power sector. The president understands the challenges. We're addressing those challenges, and we'll make sure we fix it both in generation, transmission, and distribution.
One of the major immediate tasks that we are going to address is to attempt to restore professionalism to the Minister of Foreign Affairs by addressing what I call internal systems and processes and the policy framework aimed at strengthening the institution of the Minister of Foreign Affairs.
The Federal Capital Territory Administration has begun the commissioning of strategic infrastructure projects across the territory on Tuesday as part of activities marking President Bola Tinubu's third year in office. Over 30 fully completed projects are expected to be commissioned. And in our focus on the FCT, we bring you 3 of the projects commissioned during the week. The Life Camp district in the nation's capital now wears a new look with the construction of this 8-lane dual carriageway from Life Camp Junction to Ring Road 3 in Dape district. Dignitaries such as Vice President Kashim Shettima, lawmakers and top management staff of the FCT administration converge on the project site to witness the official commissioning of the road, which was flagged off in September of 2024 by the FCT administration. The completion of the road is expected to enhance security, improve connectivity, and overall socio-economic impact in the nation's capital and the FCT.
When you're asking of telling people what is government, they'll look at this, see government. It was not there before. They didn't know what's called government before, but now they know what is called government. See road, see infrastructure. That is what is called government. Without infrastructure, nothing is called governance at all. It does not exist. But in this, you are telling this, you have old time. You have carried governance, you have carried government to the rural areas. I want to thank you. And we were happy that we were part of it to celebrate what. And I have always told people, if indeed, that we want to say governance is what will make people to return you to come back to office. If indeed, I don't think your government, I don't think Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu should be sleeping and keeping one of his eyes open. No, he should sleep and his 2 eyes closed. FCT cannot, the people of FCT cannot, and I challenge anybody in this FCT who can come out to say, we don't have the impact, we don't feel the presence of government.
He also speaks on some issues regarding the payments of compensation during the construction of the road.
If people send you to go and carry placard, far, 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 it will not work. Why will it not work? When we are doing this road, and thank God, it's good to come out and know what is happening, not to be in the office. That time, Julius Bada was having a problem. The community said they will not do the road because they have not compensated for the demolition. I came down by my humble self and addressed the communities on the road. And they said they have not been compensated. I turned left. I said, where is the director of resettlement and compensation? He says, I'm here. Why have they not been paid? They said, oh, some people are saying that they are indigenous, but that they are paying those who have houses. I said, we're only paying those that will have demolished their properties. We are not paying that if you have a social community, we'll pay you money that we are doing a project. It is those that have properties along the line that development is taking place that we have to pay. And I want to say clearly, we paid. We paid. I want to challenge anybody who has a property along this line that was not paid.
The words of President Bola Tinubu were also relayed to FCT residents by the Vice President, who represented the President as a special guest of honor at the commissioning.
This road is a reminder that Nigeria is on the move. We are reforming. We are building. We are delivering. And we will not be distracted. We will not slow down. We will continue to prove, project after project, that the age of promise without performance has come to an end. To the residents and business owners enjoying this transformation, I urge you to meet your obligations, pay your taxes, pay your land and ground rent fees. Your compliance empowers the FCT administration to build more roads like this one.
After his speech, he proceeds to commission the project. City administration has vowed to maintain the momentum of promoting development in the nation's capital, as several other projects are scheduled for commissioning in the coming days.
President, Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Take this road in Apo. Residents along the Apo resettlement area of the Federal Capital Territory will now feel some relief following the commissioning of this newly completed road project by the FCT administration. The road project, which comprises of the main carriageways of the outer Southern Expressway from Ring Road 1 to Ring Road 2 junction, was awarded in October of 2025 to ease traffic congestion in the area. Speaking during the project commissioning, the FCT Minister, Mr. Nyesom Wike, says the project reflects the federal government's commitment to providing quality infrastructure and improving the standard of living for residents of the Federal Capital Territory.
One of the criteria of good leadership, there must be political continuity. Continuity of projects initiated by other administrations, not just projects initiated by you. And this administration has shown, and I can tell you, since 2023, that Mr. President inaugurated us as ministers. If we want to be conservative, at least 80% of projects that we have completed are projects initiated by various administrations. I have no doubt that one good turn deserves another.
The President of the Senate, Senator Godswill Akpabio, is representing President Bola Ahmed Tinubu at the commissioning, and he notes that the federal government is committed to completing all ongoing projects across the country.
You have demonstrated that public service is about performance and not excuses. You have kept the contractors on their toes and kept our vision alive, in consonance with the spirit of the renewed hope agenda of my administration, delivering quality results for the Nigerian people and on time.
He then commissions the project. The road project is one of several infrastructure developments being undertaken by the FCT administration to enhance mobility and accelerate growth across the nation's capital.
Your Excellency.
We move on now to the Kuje district of the nation's capital, with the construction and commissioning of this 6-lane expressway in Kuje, a major farming community in the nation's capital. The Federal Capital Territory Administration has proven yet again that it is not only focusing its infrastructural development in the city center alone, but across all area councils in the nation's capital. The dual carriageway, which links the airport expressway to Kuje Area Council, spanning about 10.5 kilometers, was awarded in February of 2022 at the cost of about 54 billion naira.
This one road that I never dreamt of, that today will come and commission it. Some of us who are prayer warriors, we had to pray. I told my Honorable Minister of FCT, each time you travel to Mecca, put this particular road as one of your requests. God should help us to get funds to make sure that we give to the contractors so that we will be able to finish this road. And from morning till night, even I don't used to fast before. I started fasting because of this particular road. And I thank God, God has answered our prayers. This is government we are talking about. This government we are seeing providing the basic infrastructure.
Vice President Kashim Shettima, who's representing President Bola Tinubu at the event, stresses the importance of this road project while reiterating the federal government's resolve to impact the lives of every Nigerian.
Today, we are not just commissioning a road. We are keeping a promise. 3 years ago, we took an oath to serve you. We pledged to end the era of abandoned projects. Today, FCT Highway 105 stands as proof that we keep our word. And let me be very clear. The present administration does not inherit problems to abandon them. We inherit challenges to solve them.
After the speeches, officials of the FCT administration and other dignitaries joined the Vice President to officially commission the project.
On behalf of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to commission this magnificent expressway.
The road, which has been described as a key regional road connecting the north and the south side of the FCT, is expected to open the Kuje Area Council to rapid development and reduce travel time for residents in the area. Away from commissioning of projects, we give you an update on the Indigenous contractors and hear from them if their payments have been made, as announced during the week by the Ministry of Finance. According to a statement by Marianne Duke on Monday, the Senior Special Assistant on Communication and Press Secretary to the Minister of Finance, the federal government approved payments to 1,240 contractors and cleared over 700 billion naira debt. The payments covered contractors across various ministries, departments, and agencies. According to that statement, contractors prioritized for payments in the most recent batch are those with verified claims in the region of 100 million naira or less. Jackson Ifeanyi, President, Association of Indigenous Contractors of Nigeria, joins us tonight on the program. Mr. Jackson, welcome again to Dateline Abuja.
Thank you, Ms. Killer.
This matter, we've been following it for years. Okay, what has happened? They said they released money. How much was released and to who?
40 billion was released.
When?
Last week.
So the Ministry of Finance released 40 billion.
Yes.
Cash payments to people.
To our beneficiaries.
Okay, so the people from ICANN saw a lot.
Sure.
Okay,
sure.
So 40 billion.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and what really happened was that we wanted to have a protest on 8th, which is on Monday. That if we did the weekend, between 6 to that 8, if we didn't see the alert, and unfortunately we didn't see the alert. So by that Monday, we now noticed that it was everywhere, all over the air, that they released about 700 billion to indigenous contractors. And I said, okay, we're already prepared for the protest, so we should go wire to try as much as possible to occupy, as we used to do. So we started out on Monday. We had a meeting where we usually have a meeting, even though Wike have warned the owners of that place not to allow us to be having a meeting there.
Where?
City Park. So we had a meeting.
How do you know? The FCT minister told, how do you get?
They called us.
Okay, so the owners of City Park.
They called me personally, yes.
They called you?
Yes, that Wike said that we are causing problem for the government, we're embarrassing the government, you know. So therefore, they should not be allowing us to hold the meeting there. If they allow us, they will try to, you know, revoke their certificates. So by that Monday, we started our protest. To God be the glory. After that Monday, by Tuesday, people started receiving alerts. But we said, because we planned for a 30 days protest, by which if we didn't get the required results, we will be doing protests every day till 2027, till that election date.
That was the plan?
Yeah, that was our plan, yes. But at the end of the day, the minister, Taiwo Edele, called us for a meeting on Wednesday. So we had an agreement, that quarterly, not really quarterly, said before the expiration of every 30 days, he will be giving us minimum of 100 billion.
Okay.
It can be 200, it can be 300, it can be 400 or 500, till the funds they're expecting to come. Then when that funds come, we clear off the old 2024 outstanding debt liability. How do you feel about this? We feel happy. But at the same time, government sometimes, you can't trust them 100%. So our eyes still very open, wide open.
The last time you were here, you were worried you had an agreement with Mr. Wale Edu, and then a new Minister of Finance came in, Mr. Oyedele, and then you were worried that, oh, are we going to start the process from the beginning again? And I remember then you looked at our camera and you spoke to to Mr. Oyedele, and you were saying, don't write your name in gold. Is he writing his name in gold in your view now?
For sure. We believe if he follows this step, we will have very good understanding, and contractors won't suffer anymore. But it's try as much as possible to get the work doing, and it's try as much as possible to make sure it pays beyond 200 or 300 in the next payment, because a lot of our members are dying. They are suffering. A lot of them have lost their property, and the banks doesn't want to hear, please next month or next, bank counts each day. So we just hope that most of these our discussions, there are certain discussions I will not say on air for now, I just hope most of those discussions should try as much as possible to fight so that more funds can come in.
So just so we can get the scale of what's being owed, after this 40 billion has been released, how much is the outstanding and how many contractors are being owed again?
Seriously, I can talk about ICANN members.
Yes, ICANN members, yes.
ICANN members will have over $1 trillion. Because
you're being owed over $1 trillion.
Yes, over $1 trillion, yes. Because there are so many members.
$1 trillion naira.
$1 trillion naira, yes. There are so many members that don't have batch number. And if you don't have batch number is like you give you a check to access your fund. If you don't have batch number, there's no how you can be able to provide certain information that will pass to Akata General to process your payment. But in our last discussions, we had those meetings, like Minister of Agric, Minister of Sports, Agric Sports, REA, Minister of Health, and some other MDAs.
What of the Minister of FCT?
Minister of FCT, yeah. Most of our members there, that is under ICANN, that did project for FCT, to date, over 5.something billion.
They've been owed.
Yes. And most of those projects, because I know they have a benchmark, there are certain amounts those secretaries can be able to award. I think it's either less than 20 million or so. And when we came in, he got all the required amount as standing debt. He said he would pay. I don't know, suddenly he turned his back at the contractors. Till date, most of those approval, even including the ones himself, Wike, approved, he has not paid till date. As at Monday, when we heard about the 700 billion, our members even right on that protest ground, banks, private, owners, were calling them that we had paid the people and all that, And as at that time, no funds, nobody have received any alerts. It was an embarrassment to so many of us. So many of us that, our integrity, relationship with banks and all that, for years, we just crippled down. So that is the reason why we say, no, government, please, before you disseminate information, try as much as possible to say the truth. Not because you want to please the press, you want to please Nigerian people. Say the truth. It's only the truth that can set you free. We understand that this 40 billion now, I can't come here and tell you that government has not released money. But if they say that they release 100 billion, why is not 100 billion? We'll come out and dispute that.
So even the money that they are releasing right now, will it be able to cover the cost of the project that you've done with your own money and then the interest that the banks are charging on the loans that were taken to do these projects?
We're all running at a loss.
You're all running at a loss?
Sure. We're all running, but a lot of us, some of us have lost their wives, some of us ill health, some of us property, some of us, like I have one friend, one of my friends is paying 15 million naira every month as interest. And the unfortunate thing is that this payment that passed, I think there was a lot of payment that was made between 0 to 50 million, over 98% or 99% of the 40 billion. So which means those that are above, a lot of them didn't get fund now.
Well, this is quite different from the statement that we got, because what the statement said was 0 to 100.
No, 0.
And the amount was significantly more than 40 billion that they said they had released. So you're saying that's not the case. It's 0 to 50?
Majority.
Okay, so those whose contracts were between 0 to 50 million.
Yes, was paid to about 97, 98%.
Okay.
So the other 2% was paid above 50 billion.
Okay.
50 million.
50 million.
50 million.
And then it's for your members at least. Your
Only.
members got 40.
Only.
Oh, it was only your members that were paid?
Yes.
Also, there's
Then,
no other
group
group of indigenous contractors somewhere that may have gotten some money.
National Assembly.
Okay.
National Assembly get their payments also.
Okay, so they got their payments as well. So it's possible that it's their money and your money together.
No. National Assembly, they are on our own differ.
Oh, it's different.
Yes.
No, I'm saying the figure that was released by the Ministry of Finance, because it's more than 40 billion.
It's more than 40 billion, but we don't want to look at the remaining one.
So my point is that it's possible that your members got 40 billion, while the other contractors, maybe the National Assembly contractors, got the rest of the money. Is that a possibility?
Sure.
So it wouldn't be fair to say that they were lying outrightly. They were able to spread the payment to different areas, your members as well as other contractors. That's a possibility.
I don't want to use the word lying, but what they said wasn't true, because the statement there was indigenous contractors.
Oh, I see. National Assembly contractors are not considered indigenous.
National Assembly contractors, they are contractors of the bourgeois.
But they are indigenous contractors. They are from Nigeria.
We don't know who they are.
They are from Nigeria.
We don't know who they are.
Okay, so yes, it's a step in the right direction. Speak to the minister again. What should he be doing now?
Mr. Minister, Professor Taiwo Edele, I want to appreciate you for the meeting we had last time, and I want to hope that the meeting went, that you should keep to your promises and try as much as possible to get more funds available to the indigenous contractors. We are suffering. We are appealing to see how this 2024 payments can be cleared, so that this 2025 we can enter it fully. And we don't want this 2025 payment to go in the way 2024 went. Please, we are appealing. We are still appealing also to Mr. President. Please, come to our rescue. We are suffering. Indigenous contractors are really suffering. At the end of the day, when this money comes, the money goes into your capital. It's not right. This government should have a human face.
I want to thank you so much, Mr. Jackson, for being with us on Dateline Abuja. Good luck with all the work you have ahead of you. And we'll have you soon, so you can give us that update. He said 90 days.
Whenever you want to see me or see us, we are readily available to come.
Thank you again.
Thank you so much.
Thanks to my guest and to everyone who spoke to us today on the program. Please let us know the happenings in your neighborhood using the social media handles showing right now on your screens. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Kayla Magwa. See you next time.